Pamela Dorrington disappeared from her apartment. Solved after 53 years. Pamela Dorrington, a young lady, disappeared from her flat in the sleepy town of Helena, Montana, leaving behind a perplexing mystery that would go unresolved for more than 50 years. But after 53 long years, a startling discovery would reveal the real reason for her abduction. Pamela Dorrington, who was born on November 23, 1948, grew up in a devoted household. Pamela grew up doing well in school, becoming passionate about the Russian language throughout her high school years, and is well known for her responsible personality and her profound love for animals. Pamela and her cousin Mary moved into a leased flat in Helena as she sought independence. Pamela was a surgical nurse at St. Peter's Hospital, where they both worked. On the second story of an apartment building, they shared a charming two-bedroom flat. Mary left Pamela sleeping that fateful morning, February 17th, 1968, and went to work. Mary imagined Pamela was sleeping since she had an evening shift later that day. Pamela's father, who believed she had left for work, discovered her devoted Labrador, who typically slept in her room, roaming outside the apartment building. He departed after taking the dog. Concern grew as the day proceeded and Pamela failed to show up for her shift at the hospital or reply to Mary's calls. Her automobile was still parked in the parking lot of the apartment complex, indicating it improbable that she had fled on foot. Her family was concerned and reported her missing to the police. A 30-kilometer search radius around Helena had begun, involving police, volunteers, and even horseback search. Despite their best attempts, no signs of Pamela could be recovered. Investigators interviewed almost 100 people connected to Pamela, but they were met with a disappointing lack of leads. The case eventually became cold. After years of stillness, a ray of hope appeared 15 years later. Brooke Atlas, Pamela and Mary's previous landlord, was found guilty of murdering his wife. This prompted investigators to explore deeper into Brooks's past, revealing his history of violence as well as his obsession with the Russian language, which Pamela also spoke. With this fresh information in hand, the investigators acquired a search warrant for Brooks's home. Their investigation took them to a basement, where they uncovered a hidden area hidden behind a false wall. They discovered a disturbing collection of Pamela-related materials inside, including newspaper clippings about her disappearance, images of her, and scribbled letters in Russian. Pamela's diary was among the items found, a sad record of her growing anxiety and suspicion of Brooke. Pamela kept a notebook in which she documented Brooks's increasingly erratic behavior and unwanted approaches on her. She stated her fears for her safety and even wrote of confronting him. Investigators redoubled their efforts to connect Brooke to Pamela's disappearance and death. Bolstered by this new evidence, they re-interviewed friends, family, and acquaintances in search of any new information that would link Brooke to the crime. After hours of relentless questioning and faced with the mounting evidence, Brooke finally confessed to the murder of Pamela Dorrington. He said that on that terrible day in February 1968, he broke into Pamela's flat with malice, resulting in a violent confrontation that unfortunately terminated her life. Brooke Atlas was charged with first-degree murder, and further charges of the murder of his wife were filed. The matter went to trial, and evidence included Pamela's journal, eyewitness testimonies, and Brooks's confession. He was found guilty on all charges by the jury and sentenced to life in prison with no chance of release. Pamela Dorrington's 53-year-old case was finally solved, bringing closure to her family and friends. Although the truth of Pamela's demise was bittersweet, it brought some relief to many who had spent years wondering what happened to her. The long-awaited justice was postponed, but it was not denied. Pamela's tale is a compelling reminder that perseverance, breakthroughs in forensic technology, and the unshakable devotion of law enforcement may lead to the resolution of even the most vexing cold cases. Her legacy continues on as a symbol of hope and resilience, motivating the result of truth and justice for all unsolved crime victims. In Helena, Montana, a memorial honors Pamela Dorrington and all others who have suffered as a result of unsolved crimes. It is a monument to the unwavering resolve to uncover answers, no matter how long it takes. Pamela's memory will live on in the hearts of those who fight for their voices. Thank you for following the investigation into Pamela Dorrington's strange disappearance. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with others. Feel free to subscribe for more intriguing content and continue to be inquisitive and seek the truth. Thank you, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you, and we hope to see you again.